Insider drops truth bomb on Bulls extension talks with Nikola Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic is entering the final year of his contract with the Chicago Bulls this season. With his unrestricted free agency potentially on the horizon this coming summer, the Bulls have to decide whether they plan to keep the two-time All-Star past this season. According to Jake Fisher of Yahoo Sports, the Bulls haven't had any talks about extending Vucevic. There are no ongoing contract extension conversations between the Bulls and Nikola Vucevic, Fisher said. Chicago never truly had significant negotiations to restructure its starting center's deal. Whether that points to greater trade activity with the Bulls, of course, remains to be seen. The Bulls are currently 11-16, having come off a loss to the New York Knicks on December 15, which puts them as the 11th-seeded team in the Eastern Conference. Fisher added that, for the time being, the Bulls are not open for business because they still believe in their playoff chances, though they still don't know about when Lonzo Ball will return. Chicago officials have told inquiring teams they believe they can make the playoffs when healthy, Fisher said. There was early optimism around the organization that point guard Lonzo Ball, who helped the offense flourish a year ago, would return from knee surgery in January, but there have not been further signs of Ball's clear progression toward gameplay. Lakers interested in Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan. In a December 14 Bleacher Report story, Eric Pincus revealed that the Los Angeles Lakers are interested in acquiring Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan. However, as Fisher said earlier, the Bulls have no intention of trading away their guys at the moment. The Lakers have interest in DeMar DeRozan and Vucevic, likely for 2 future first-round picks, and Westbrook. It's unclear if LA would also want to bring back Alex Caruso. Today, the Bulls don't care what the Lakers might want as they continue to push forward. Any overture that involves the team taking a step back will be rejected, but that may change closer to the deadline. The Lakers are 11-16, which puts them as the 12th seed in the Western Conference. Since they agreed to swapping picks with the New Orleans Pelicans, who are tied with the Memphis Grizzlies for the West's #1 seed, they may be on the lookout for some upgrades as the season progresses. Whether they do or don't, it won't matter if the Bulls decide to keep their current squad intact. Vucevic ranks number 88 in NBA player rankings. In a December 14 The Ringer story, multiple analysts ranked the top 100 players in the league. Vucevic was among 4 Bulls who had made a cut as DeRozan, Caruso, and Zach LaVine were also on the list. Vucevic was ranked the lowest among the Bulls, placing 88th overall. Rob Mahoney explained what makes Vucevic so valuable on the offensive side of the ball. Vucevic's greatest strength might be the sheer variety of spaces he can occupy. If the Bulls wanted to hammer possessions through Vucevic in the post, he would happily and capably manage. If it made more sense for him to run the pick-and-pop game with DeMar DeRozan, Vucevic would be perfectly comfortable there, too, flaring naturally out to the three-point line. Whether it's more valuable to have Vuce set up in the middle of the floor as a hub for the entire offense or park him off to the side as an accessory to the action, there's always a role he can fill, Mahoney said. Mahoney also explained why Vucevic's defensive shortcomings limits his effectiveness as a player. He's slow-footed in the rim. He's undeniably lacking in what might be the most important part of a center's job. If Vucevic were a solid defensive anchor, the wealth of what he brings to an offense would feel like a hefty bonus. Without it, a good not great jumper and a respectable post-game. Now, as those breaks are not going their way nearly as often this season, they have to face the harsh reality that this group has reached its ceiling in its current form. That doesn't have to mean a complete overhaul, though. They could just as easily make a minor deal for Washington Wizards wing Denny Avdija to try to stem the rising tide.